After the Spirit had come on the followers of Jesus, many of them started traveling around the world, telling about Jesus, how Jesus had died and God had brought him back to life. One of these followers of Jesus was a man called Paul, and Paul made long journeys around the world. Sometimes he stayed somewhere a couple of days, sometimes he stayed for years. And he arrived to a city of Athens when he was traveling. And he was walking around the city, and he saw that there were lots of places of worshipping of different gods, different religions. And this made Paul really upset, and he started to talk about Jesus to people of Athens, how he had been killed and God had brought him back to life. He talked about Jesus in marketplaces and gatherings of the Israelites. Everywhere where he went, he talked about Jesus. And people from the city council of, the leaders of Athens, they heard about Paul, and they got really interested in what Paul was talking about, this new thing. And they invited Paul to come to the city council. And they told him, "You want to know more about this new thing that you have been talking about? We want to hear more details of these things." So then Paul stood up and started to speak and said, "People of Athens, I can see that you are very religious people. I can see there are many places of worship, worshipping different gods. And I also saw that there's a place to worship an unknown God. And I would like to tell you about this God that is still unknown to you. This God created heavens and all the earth. He gave breath and life to all the people on the earth. And he doesn't need for us to do anything for him. But he has overlooked our ignorance for a long, long time. But now he's calling people everywhere, everybody to come to him. And he has set a date when he will judge all the people of the earth. And he has chosen one man who will do this. And he has proved this by bringing this man back to life. In the audience, there were some people who didn't like the way Paul was talking about somebody who has been brought back to life. So they stood up and left the meeting. But then there were many people who stayed. They wanted to know more about these things that Paul was talking about. And they became believers. And Paul stayed in Athens for a while, teaching and about Jesus, and then he continued his journey. And everywhere where he went, he was teaching about Jesus, and people wanted to join in the group of believers. So the group of believers, the number of believers, it grew and grew and grew and grew.